So today, we have two of the most strongest DC heroes going head to head. Superman versus Shazam. Who wins? Let's find out. So, an orphan boy named Billy Batson was chosen by the wizard Shazam to be a champion of good. When Billy says Shazam, he turns into a superhero and receives powers from 6 Greek gods: Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, and Mercury. Solomon grants him wisdom, making him an excellent strategist and tactician. Hercules gives him strength that's on par with Superman and Black Adam. Atlas gives him superhuman stamina, agility, reflexes, and near invulnerability. Zeus gives him the power to project magical lightning, as well as near immortality and spellcasting. Achilles grants him courage and an undying willpower. And finally, Mercury grants him flight and superhuman speed, and he's fast enough to run and fly at speed of light and even much faster. He's resistant to magical attacks, but if he's exposed to electricity for a long amount of time, he will convert back into a boy. He is a skilled brawler. And in the other corner, we have Superman. Kal-El was sent to Earth as a baby from the doomed planet Krypton and was given the name Clark Kent. He now defends Earth as Superman. As a Kryptonian, he has vast physical attributes as long as he absorbs yellow solar energy, aka light from the sun or other stars. The limit of his strength is unknown, but he can lift way over 100 tons with ease. He can go toe-to-toe with Darkseid, Lobo, and Doomsday as well. And he's by far the strongest person on the league. He can move, run, fly, and react much faster than the speed of light. The exact speed is unknown, but it's said that he's slower than the Flash. While on Earth, he usually sticks to supersonic speeds due to the destruction he can cause. He has vast superhuman agility, reflexes, and stamina. He has nigh invulnerability, as he has high resistance to explosives, energy attacks, and you have to be on his strength level to hurt him with blunt force trauma. He has survived Darkseid's Omega beams and a supernova explosion before. He has heat vision that rivals the heat of a star. He can generate hurricane force winds, known as a super breath, and he can chill his breath down to freeze opponents as well. He's a great brawler as well. So, these two are equal in strength. I mean, they literally arm wrestled to a draw, and there wasn't a winner. They're really close in speed. Like, DC has Superman listed as the 5th fastest character in the universe, while Shazam is back at number 9. So I guess Clark has a ever so slight speed advantage, but that's up for debate and not much of an advantage. Same goes for durability, as both have invulnerability. So they're basically physical equals. The big thing I need to mention here is that Clark's invulnerability doesn't do well against magic. Like Wonder Woman's sword and Aquaman's trident both have pierced and or cut Clark's flesh, which could be bad for Clark since Billy is magical. But the question we need to answer is Shazam throwing magical punches, or is his superhuman strength just come from magic? Well, I'd say his strength just comes from magic, because if his punches were magical, Shazam would win more times than not, and they've fought several times, both winning their fair share. Now, let's talk about Shazam's lightning bolts. It will hurt Clark, but it won't put him down because he's not weak to magic. It just affects him like it affects a regular human. Not to mention, he's held up to magical attacks and objects before. But too many blasts and Clark is going down. But Superman has a lot more combat experience. Yes, Billy has all of the wisdom of Solomon, but he's still just a teenager who's naive, immature, and overall childish. And he doesn't use this wisdom granted to him very much. So, who wins? Well, after a long, drawn-out fight, I believe Superman's combat experience grants him the victory here. Superman wins. Like and subscribe, all the great stuff. See you on the next one. Peace.